Hello, welcome to Steve's Retro Loft. Now, one of the many things I found when I was searching my old collection of Spectrum bits was my hacking book. Yeah, it's even got Judge Dredd on it. Don't know why, I was never a fan. I think I just liked the sticker. And it's not really a grand, tomb of knowledge here. There's about 5 or 6 pages I've scribbled stuff on. But one of the things that did come up, there was a bit of code I was interested in. I wanted to try and explore it more in a bit of video. But then that led me down to a path of how do I get this code? Because it's part of a sort of loader, and I wasn't sure how it would work. So naturally, you just try and break into a loader on a game, and then you sort of forget about the protections I had in place. So this is a short video about how to circumvent those protections. It's nothing dodgy, honest. So what's this all about? Okay, let's demonstrate by loading Jet Set Willy. Well, the first part of it anyway. It was sort of inevitable really, wasn't it? A tape series without any loading errors wasn't going to happen. So, stop the tape. So I want to break into it. So if I press break, yeah, you get it. It crashes. Oh, it doesn't so much crash, it resets. So let's go for the old method, or the other method, and merge. Quote, quote. Obviously, always rewind your cassette when you finish using it. I didn't work in a video shop. So there we have the basic loader for Jet Set Willy. The thing that causes it to crash is the poke 23613, 0. Now, again, it's one of those things I don't want to go too much into specific detail, but by setting a zero value here, when you break into a program, I think basic looks for this, and then if it's not there, it resets or something weird like that. Yeah, so there you go. So that was quite an easy thing to bypass. So let's move on to something else. So let's pick another title. Let's try Turbo Esprit from Joel. We already accept that just loading it and breaking it will cause it to crash. So let's see what happens this time when you merge this one. It does weird things. I can't seem to break anything. So, when you got something like this, what do? Well, let's take a look. Effectively, what you need to do to get around this is to load the header of another basic program before you load this one. So, the idea is pick up something like Pastimes, for example, which is all written in BASIC. Now, I should be able to get away with just loading it. So stop it after the header file's loaded, and then no, you get R-tape loading error basically because the header size doesn't match the sort of data. It probably does a checksum, but if you list, then you can see the code you're after. And there you go, that's how to break into a basic program. Now, I will put some notes into it, explaining it in a lot greater detail of how they manage to do these things. It sort of goes over my head a lot, but some of you might find it useful information. But yeah, that was it. And it's, hopefully now I can remember how to do this bit, I might be able to remember the bit of code and the game or the software company that pushed it out. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I thought it was Duel, but it wasn't. But there you go. I'll have to try and think back and see what it is. But yeah, I might find once I've found the bit of code I'm after and I want to try and do what I want to try and do. It's not much use and it probably wouldn't make a good video. But yeah, here you are. If you want to know how to break into a basic loader, there's a couple of options here. There may be other better solutions out there, but these are the ones I've managed to remember. So there we go, that's how to get around the basic level of protection that software houses put on their games to stop people trying to break into them and do things. It's like quite easy to circumvent, really. It's just I forgot all about it, to be honest, and yeah, and the joys of using a tape deck to get these things working. It's wonderful, especially with the different volumes that tapes are recorded at, and yeah, one works with one thing, one doesn't work. It's annoying. You can understand why things like the Spectrum and the Spectrum Next become popular, because you don't really have to bother with this tape deck lark. It's nice to use the old software, and it's nice to break into these things occasionally, have a look and have a poke around. But yeah, there you go. Now, if I do find a bit of software, I will sort of do the little bit of the software, not so much a software series, but just a reminisce of my past and things I used to do back in the days, obviously with original software for my backup purposes. Anyway, if you like what I do, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to click the bell icon so you get notified every time one of these videos appears, then please do. But until next time, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.